What's up, guys? I'm Dylan. I am a fisherman from Minnesota. My main target is bass, largemouth bass. I do chase just about everything that we have in Minnesota, from your pike. Thinking about maybe doing a couple videos on chasing muskies. I'm pretty new to that, not very good at it. Don't have much gear for it, so I don't know how long that would be before I do that. I take out my kayak, as you see in the back there, and typically I'm only fishing with 2 rods. It's pretty uncommon for a guy to fish with just 2 rods when you get into big bass fishing and stuff. This little private lake that I'm fishing, I've fished a few times before. Caught my PB out here, actually. It was a 6.19 largemouth bass. These things are absolute tanks and monsters out here. I was just out here yesterday. I didn't quite scratch much further than 4.5 pounds, I think I hit. But it should be a good time, and hope you stay around and we'll see what happens. Well, we made it out onto the water now. It's a pain to get onto this lake, not gonna lie. This time of year anyways. I came here on bass fishing opener, because in Minnesota we have that. You can't fish them year round. But when I came out here this fall, well, spring, excuse me. It's getting to be fall now, but this spring when I came out here, there was no vegetation really growing up, and it was a breeze. You just threw your kayak in and you went. So I had to fight all the cattails. Well, just because it sounds like a good idea and the conditions may be pretty okay for it, I mean, it's fishing. It might not always work. You know, we got really calm weather. It's super calm. Water's like glass out here. And there's everything you look for in for bass fishing. And the only thing is, it's not very sunny, and typically when I'm throwing frogs, it's going to be pretty sunny. Here's what I set up. This, my best guess, is a Northland tackle spinnerbait. You know, they go for like $2-3. You know, they're not expensive at all. Instead of my Rage here, I just found a juicy little nugget. I mean, it's the same thing as your Rage swimmers, but Juice Bait makes them. And the cool thing is, the guy who makes these, I should say, the young man who makes these, goes to high school, same place I went to high school. Juice Baits, these guys are awesome. They make some really great stuff, and they're, you know, really well priced. I see bass right now. Huh. So yeah, one thing I'm noticing is the top water action is not happening. So I mean, force of habit, I know that these fish are chasers. They like to hunt, they like to chase. So I want to catch some fish. Kind of sick of talking to this camera, so slow it down. Hey, that worked out kind of nice. Here's the first cast. Ooh. Last time before today that I fished this lake was it was opener, and usually during opener, that's about the time of year they're bedding down and spawning, and I guess it made it kind of easier. But them fish were huge, and they were hungry. They were definitely protecting their beds, and I mean, it got to a point of the day where you'd cast and you would catch a 3, 4, 5 pounder every time, guaranteed. Got some bicyclists out making all sorts of noise. They are cruising. Oop, there's one. Just a little guy, might be a pike. Yep, little pike. Little hammer handle. Well, and there he goes. Well, you don't get to see that one. Finally got one though. Gotta break that seal, get that first fish out of the water. You guys can be the judge. Does that count as me catching it? I got it to the boat. There's another one. That one's a little bit better. I think it's another pike. Definitely another pike. Got a lot of head shake. Nothing crazy. Which, this lake produces some very big pike as well. Yesterday I think I caught an 8 pound. pike. Just a little guy, little hammer handle. Fun to catch. Not my favorite. I like to eat them, but Minnesota has a new slot limit, and I don't necessarily agree with it. It's not fun. That's one thing with kayak fishing too. You're getting splashed, no matter what. So we found the pike. I'd like to find me a nice largemouth. Oop, there's a little hit. Ah, a little chunk, a little dinker. But to produce big fish as often as this one does, it'd be a crying shame to not allow, but for everyone to find the secret spot, you know? I come from a fishing family, and, you know, we all got secret places and stuff, and it's just one of those things that you find a spot and you want it to stay kind of relatively secret just because, you know, you found it, and I think other people should work to find their spots. I'll be honest, I didn't work to find this one at all. I actually have a couple buddies, fellow fishermen. Actually, one of them has their own YouTube channel, and actually I really liked his channel. He doesn't do any kind of talking like this. This is almost more of a vlogging channel. But this guy catches huge fish all the time. He lives, eats, sleeps, breathes hunting and fishing. But yeah, he found this spot, and he invited my buddy out, and my buddy went out and caught his PB, and then, you know, we found out how to get on this like ourselves, which is a little, you know, a little different than how he does it, because he knows someone who lives on this lake. Anyways, we found this lake, we got here, we fished it for opener, bed fishing, and it changed my life. It was hands down the best fishing I've ever had in my entire life. A lot of my fishing skills are self-taught. As soon as YouTube got big, that's where I learned a lot more of my fishing skills. That's where I learned things and different things to use, and I'm still brushing up on a lot of that stuff. Because I'm probably a lot like a lot of you. You call the thing by what it looks like or what it does. Like a whopper plopper. That is a perfect name because I can remember that because that is exactly what it does. Whop, plop, whop, plop. So. Ooh, right off the bat, and no, he didn't take it. He didn't want it that bad. Another thing with your fishing gear is don't be afraid to customize it. Make it your own. You know, find out what works best for you and what works best for, more importantly, the fish. A little bit better one here. Nice little chunker. Beautiful fish. You know, they don't get very long here, but man, do they get fat. Go ahead and release that one. That's not a big fish for here yet. We haven't caught a big one here yet. I think I'd say I only got one that would be considered big yesterday here. So we're gonna fight, and we're gonna go get them. We're gonna grind them. This is fun. That excites me every time I catch a fish like that, especially a nice big one like that. Oh, so exciting. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. Oh, I need to stay out of there. That's another pike. A lot of head shake. A little better one than the first one I showed you. That one I would actually keep if I was going for food today. Come on now. A little bit better one. One of these things bit me in the hand yesterday when I released it, so I kind of let him go a little more rough now. But it wasn't when I let him go. I was cleaning my hands off because of the slime. Anyone who's ever fished pike knows they are slimy. So I was cleaning my hand off, and he came back and got me right in the pinky. I mean, scared me more than anything. It didn't actually hurt, but I did bleed more than I should have, I think. I still like catching those things. Those things fight good. They're, you know, they're very, very aggressive fish. There's another something. Oh, that's a bass. A little dinker. Not bad, I'll take him. He wasn't even hooked. He was just holding on to that sucker. Hip. God, I love it. I love it. Now the frustrations with kayak fishing are real. Man, are they ever. As you can see, that you probably couldn't see very good, but a lot of times when you catch a fish and you're trying to take the hook out or trying to land it or whatever, you will put your reel in the water and it is so annoying because then your reel casts all funny and you backlash and whatnot, and it's super annoying. But it kind of comes with the territory, and I know there's all sorts of nets and products out there that you can use to land your fish in a kayak a little more, I don't know, by your choice, I guess you could say. But I don't have any of that stuff. Do I have a boat? Yeah. Do I use it? Not really. I really enjoy fishing on my kayak. There's many reasons why. My biggest one that, like, everyone asks me, why are you fishing on a kayak? If you're a fisherman, typically you have a friend, and that friend is a fisherman as well, and he has his own way of fishing and is not the same as yours. That is me with all of my friends. Now, it is so annoying when you have to mold your fishing style to kind of help out and mold to your buddy's fishing style, and that just gets annoying. So now, me and all my buddies, we all got kayaks. They can fish however the heck they want to fish, and I can fish however the heck I want to fish. And it makes it fun too, because then you can have little competitions, little friendly competition, see whose method works better. And everybody knows whoever's in the front of the boat working that trolling motor, they get that fish before you do, because they get there first, because they put themselves there. Everybody's guilty of it who's ever fished two up in a boat. It's just, there we go. Oh, right into the vegetation. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a very good one. Yep, we got a big one. We got a big one. Oh yeah, that's a tank. Jumped right in the frickin' boat. Woo! That is a monster, guys. Yes. Oh, that's a big one. That's what we're after right there. This is a tank. Look at that beauty. Just an absolute stud of a fish. Jumped right in the boat too. Oh, I love it. Let's get a 4.7. Oh, it dropped. What are you doing? Oh, 4.82. I will take it. That's an absolute stud. Yes. We're gonna get this girl back in the water. That's why we do it. Let's get another one. I think I did it. It's got another big fish in its mouth. Well, got my new PB. Look at this. It's got another fish in its mouth. It's not a state record, but it's giant. 7.31. 7.31. Let me try to. Oh, hold on. 7.31. Come on.